Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Meadow Grove and to the 2 hectare challenge. Today is the end of January, and we are at a crucial point here, really. This is the last of our carrot stock that we need to sell. Everything else is gone. We have been very, very busy, and financially, we're looking in a really strong place, actually. We're going to take this tractor back on up to this yard, because what we'll be doing is swapping a few things around. I need to, there you go, get ourselves into gear, that'll help. We've been selling everything off there. We've done really well so far, but we've just got the last lot to come down with a telehandler and pick up. And we've also been working hard on the forestry aspect as well, so that should be looking good. We've been very productive with the forestry. It's making us a lot of money, and with that I've decided to reduce quite a lot of our loan so far. So we've paid off in around about 40 grand as it stands right now, and we'll probably look to just pay off the remaining balance very shortly, actually. And we'll see, but we do have one more trailer load of logs ready to go, and yeah, so that's gonna be very, very productive for us there. And still have not to fell any more trees. We've only just been tidying up what's been in and around there really so far, which has been very good. But today we're kind of, like I said, we're at loose ends. We're tying a few small bits and pieces up here, so at some stage we will go and sell off the rest of those soup, and we'll get a bit more money coming in there. And then finally as well, we can also look into what it looks like for us to be able to, I want to put a bit of lime on our fields, because they're in need, and now is a great time to do it. There's not much else happening, and we can see what that looks like. And we'll probably get a few more bits of wood processed as well, but it's all bits and pieces of everything really today, as we push through and wait for the spring months to arrive. I am less and less convinced as we go through winter that I'll be able to get a crop of silage off this field, but we'll find out. We'll see, aside from what I took off there already. But that is that's an option, so we'll cross that bridge. But yeah, like I say, it's just a few different things that we're trying to figure out at the moment. Revenue wise, the finances, we're doing really well. Along with paying off loans, we're trying to keep it all stockpiled, because I do know, and I'm aware, we have to lease a more powerful tractor to do the cultivations, but then also lease the ridging machine, or buy the ridging machine as well. So these things will not be cheap. Now I have the tractor lined up, and we just need to, I'm going to wait just to see what February brings in terms of if there's any good options or discounts on any of the machines I need, but don't foresee there being so. As you can probably tell, I am full of cold at the moment, sounding terrible, but we're persevering through with this episode. Get this all recorded up there, and hopefully one will start to feel a little bit better soon. But yeah, just something quick and easy that I can get done. And yeah, otherwise I'm really happy with how this has been going on. I like the fact that there's not a single bit of cereal working here. It's just something a bit different really. Makes it a little bit more amusing, a little bit more of a challenge, I suppose, without it being a challenge, just to think about things from a different perspective. But we're going to park this trailer back under here. And then the John Deere's up here as well. I'll probably take that and go and stick it onto a spreader. Yeah, put a bit more stone down here as well. Made this into a bit more of a yard. And depends upon how we do really for the rest of this year. There is a thought process that, you know, we could well look into, you know, at the end of this 12-month 2 hectare challenge, if we deem this is going to be profitable and if it's worthwhile continuing, we could look to purchase that small little grass field along the side there. I haven't done it yet because obviously it's still inside the 2 hectares, but that would give us something to do there for sure. Alright, let's see how that gets on. I haven't really done that while I was trying to do that, but it failed on both occasions, so let's just get ourselves over here. It's funny because right now, whilst we haven't got too much to sell, we are still making consistently good levels of income, and you know, the orchards are working well. You'll see our trees are growing well as well, so they are going to be felled at some point, and we can put those back through here. And then we might have to look into doing things like buying a stump grinder for all the orchard work that we're doing. And then we've got a chainsaw already, obviously. I don't think we need anything else there. Perhaps maybe if we continue with this, then something like the sapling planter as well could be an option. Alright, so leave that there for now, and we'll just take this one back down to the yard where we'll swap over for the telehandler. So yeah, we have our spinner here. We'll drive up to the store with the telehandler and grab those two. I've got 2 bags of lime, which should be more than enough for the field. The reason that we now need those is that we are using precision farming as well there, and that is just highlighting that Our fields do not have good levels of pH, so we need to correct that one. And once we can, and once we do, then we'll be laughing. So this can just stay down here for now. Because if I show you one here, if we come on up, we're down in this corner, and if I go across to yield, wasn't ideal at all there, but there you go. And nitrogen is pretty weak, so we'll probably have to put another load down there before we drill. And then our pH is also too far in the yellows. We need it all to be in this green around here, around 7. So that's what we'll get to. So that is very much the plan there. Telehandler though. Our shed full of crates is now empty. It's been a marathon effort, but it's been quite enjoyable to work through as well. This telehandler's going to need a service soon by the looks of things, but we will stick on the trailer. We'll go and pick up those pallets in the processing factory. And sell those, and then that should, in theory, probably, I think there's quite a few there, so it should get us over the 150 mark, which is absolutely bonkers to think about. I've resisted buying anything right now. We might look at something today, but you know, there's been no real rush. We don't need anything right now either for what we're doing, so we can just continue as we are. But yeah, we're in a good position. The more and more of that debt we can pull down there. We start off with 200 grand worth of loan, then we increased to 350, so we could do things like buy the processing plant and buy the chipper there. But now we've got that down to just over 300 again, so that's a nice bit of process and progress there. So if we can continue that, I'm more than happy. The idea being from the end of this challenge is to prove that this is you know, this little 2 hectare farm, one field effectively, is more than capable of running itself and being sustainable. I keep saying this, but I'm so pleased to have picked up this telehandler. It's making such a big difference. Really, really was a good buy. There's nothing too fancy. There is a cultivator slash, oh sorry, a weeder, which is on sale at the moment. It's 6 meters wide. I don't think I've got anything that can pull the thing at the moment. What I was thinking of doing though was actually adding GPS onto the John Deere. I don't see myself getting rid of that tractor at all anytime soon, but having GPS on there for ridging, for example, could be priceless. Or not like ridging, it wouldn't pull that, but certainly for drilling. So that might be something we add on there. It's not too expensive, but it'll be a good addition for sure. And then at some point, if there was a good opportunity or a good deal for a slightly newer tractor to replace the Massey, then sure, but I'll only do that if there's something on quite new and bigger, but also on a heavy discount. I think that's the only reason why I would take that next step. Massey's doing a good enough job so far, but ideally I need something of around about 160 horse, which is still small wheelbase and nice and compact. There's not too many of those out there. But the tractor that I've got for the spring work cultivation is definitely not compact. It's going to be a beaut. Can't wait. All right, back to the production point. Just this last few here, what is it, like 9 or 10, I think, something like that. Shouldn't take us too long to get loaded up. We'll just stick this trailer back here like we always do. Get these all on, and then we'll head on over and see how much the final haul is worth. Ooh, I managed to pick up 4 there. This is not going to last. I don't think. Gotta be careful because this is worth quite a lot of money on this one. I think it's about 8 grand or so in here. Give or take. Nailed it. And now the front one's stuck. Managed to get away with that somehow. Love to see it. Yes, there's 9 here all in. Which is, there's about 1,000 litres left in the production, but that's fine. We'll We could just sell that right now, but I think we might just leave it there until we come around with the next plant. With the layout of what we're looking to do for the new establishment there, I think I made the decision that we will be trading in our current harvester and going for the side loading, I think is the best way to describe it. So we'll take away the option for the crates here for now. Now that might mean that we're gonna have to get a bucket, because I can't foresee us leading them all the way at once. We'll probably just end up tipping quite a lot into the shed, but that's fine, we can do that, and then we'll worry about that later. Alright, when done. I mean, it's not my neatest stacking ever, but it will do. There's one more left here. And that is us. First ever harvest on our 2-hectare farm is all but done. A giant carrot field. And we're, yeah, looking a lot better for it as well. I've actually really enjoyed the premium expansion so far. I haven't still got around to using all of the equipment, but all of that I have used has been absolutely phenomenal. Really, really has. But just the whole process of it as well has just been really, really good fun. Now, we don't have far to go with this, which is good. So we'll just take this one over to the store right there, and then we'll see what we can get. Actually had a load on here, but it was so full the other day that I couldn't pull it with the telehandler, and I ended up almost flipping the telehandler, can you believe it? So this is more than manageable. But in we come. I'm hoping that this will get us over the 150 mark, which will just be incredible if it does. But let's find out here, shall we? I need to be a little bit further over there. There you go. It's going to be close. Oh, awesome. Look at that so far. That is fantastic. 154,000 in the bank. Fan-bloomin-tastic. Then we'll probably get that to 160 if we sell another trailer load of wood, which is just nuts. So that will be awesome sauce. Really, really pleased with that. And that sets us up perfectly. It really has. And now, like I say, what we'll do is we'll get this back on over to the yard. We'll probably go and just pick up 2 bags of lime that I bought already. And then we'll get that into the spreader as well, so we can get going with that one. So lots for us to do and keep working on. You'll see as well, as we just come up through here, past our wood on the top of the hill here, you'll see the progress we've made. Like I say, I haven't felled any more trees there yet. I haven't needed to. I've just been tidying up what's been taken down already, which is quite enough. But yeah, there's still, I don't want to go too crazy with that every single day, because there's, you know, there's a lot of revenue there. So we'll just keep chipping away at that. Maybe do 1 tree a month or something, and then we can start to replant them in there as well, which will require a little bit more of investment into infrastructure, but it's getting cleared out, that's for sure. Which is good. I think we'll actually need to fell another tree before we can bring any more back, but we will empty what's in the trailers at the yard there now. So yeah, I'll go and get on with a few bits of road travel, and then we'll see you back down the yard very shortly. Alright, just gotta take our sweet time getting over here. Actually bought 4 bags rather than the 2 that I thought, so this was a slightly heavier load, but good old telehandler to the rescue. Not exactly convenient with any traffic regulations, but never mind, we'll just no police around here, we'll be fine. We'll get this one all, we'll fill the spinner up there. It's just that main field for now that we need to really tackle and make sure we're on top of. And once that's done, then we are all set to go. And hopefully we can get this ground in the best condition that it can be in before we come to cultivate and plant. I don't think I'm gonna have to plow again. We'll have a look, see how that's going to work. Hopefully just running the cultivator through it will be sufficient. Yeah, we'll get ourselves ready over here. Now, as I said, there's not too much in here of any note or interest to myself at the moment. Certainly don't need a 41-foot vari-feed header anytime soon. But we will keep an eye on that one and see if anything comes through. Right now, though, we'll just stick on our little trusted fertilizer spinner and then get this line put in. Alright, well, one do it. One might just about do it, you know? Oh my, I have overshot. Whoops. Anyway, let's just, we'll have some left over then for next year. There you go. And whilst we're here as well, just to show you there, we'll pay off a bit more whilst we're in here. Paying off debt is always so satisfying. We're down to 300 grand now, just paid off another 10k there, which is just magnificent. So yeah, paid off 50k since, maybe November? And most of that has actually been just in the last month as we've really been ramping up the selling. So that's awesome to see. Really, really is. So let's just go and get this lime spread then. And then once that's all done and dusted, we can move on to wrapping up again a bit of the more timber process. And that'll be us done. So if we just go into here, should bring up our yield map any second now. There you go. And oh wait, there you go. We're into the greens. Look at that. Much better. Much better. And then yeah, we still have a bit of fertilizer left as well, so we could go and put that on now, or we might wait until later on to give us something to do in February or March even. But we're going to continue skipping through. We'll process a bit more timber as we go, and that's really it for now. It's just small little jobs to keep us going once all the big work has been done. So we'll probably at some point stick GPS onto here, I think. I just like the idea of having it on here, to be fair. So we'll look at getting that one done, and then yeah, we'll bring you along to keep you updated with anything else we do. As you can see, these three fields, or this field's now in 3 sections. So each section of one will have carrots, one will have red beet, one will have parsnip in there, and we can rotate them through. And the idea being as well that we can make it into... Oh, I'm empty. That one quickly. My word. Why did we run out with that? Suddenly beginning to think we don't have anywhere near enough. Wow. Okay, that's going to take a lot more work than I initially thought, but good job we got 4. We'll see how we get on. And yeah, like I say, the idea being that we can split this up and manage this like with a little bit of a foresight, so we could keep rotating everything through and make it as easy as possible with the harvesting. So we'll see what that looks like when we get the drill out, I suppose. But for now, I'm going to have to just go and get another load and keep spreading and see how we go. Until next time though, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you got any questions or comments, please do leave them down below. Subscribe if you like this, and we will see you all next time. Until then, thank you very much for watching. I've been Simulation for the Nation. We'll see you soon.